Black and White Carnival is a great cultural and social event that is celebrated annually in San Juan de Pasto, capital city of the Department of Nariño in the Colombian Republic from the 28th of December to the 7th of January. It's a racial mixing manifestation which origins goes back to the Andean indigenous and Hispanic traditions. It has extended to almost all the towns in the Altiplano of Nariño, to the westlands in the department of Putumayo, and to the south region of the Cauca department, to be enriched with the cultural aspects of those regions. The carnival is a patrimony that is fed of several manifestations such as ritual, symbolic, artistic, and social that are expressed through the ephemeral art and the game, making possible a festivity period in which the actors of diverse human groups, social classes, and social sectors can participate in an individual, familiar, and massive way of the ritual cycle. The ephemeral art is an expression designed from and for the time of the celebration that configures a particular aesthetic historically built with an ethic and social sense. The artists and the cultures respect and strengthen this tradition, but always with the possibility of reinvent it culturally. It is in the family spaces where the individual costumes, the crews, the human traction floats, and the great floats are thought and created. The house is no more that simple and daily space, domestic and private. It becomes into a collective workshop that during 3 or 4 months houses people of different ages who turn into apprentices of the know-how-to-do of the carnival art through the practice. From the artistic creation, the community coexistence is constructed and the social bonds are strengthened. The relatives, friends, and neighbors slowly begin to turn into a new family where each one of them develop a different short. The design, the construction of the structures for the floats, the clay modeling, the carving of the polyester, the making of the artisanal glue, the papering, painting and glazing of the figures of the floats, the manufacturing of the costumes, the putting together of the composition takes several days and nights of hard work and the application of a group of skills and abilities that has been transmitted from one generation to another.
Y nos fuimos de fiesta.
In the carnival context, there is a celebration environment to be lived, danced, sung, drunk, and eaten. But the game is the manifestation that gives to the Carnival of Black and White its exceptional and unique value. The game allows the interaction and social enjoyment. It strengthens the friendship and fraternity bonds. The culture is created and forged in the shape of the game and is in this way in which the communities express their vision of life and its concepts of the world. The game is essential for the individual and social dynamic because it is a re-encounter with oneself and the other. The Pastuso plays the carnival, and from this game he builds his identity and his citizens. For the children and the adults, it is a ludic and didactic space that revitalizes the daily life that until now was serious and rigid. The game with water, the black cosmetic, the white powder, and the foam make the carnival a fundamental manifestation for the social life of the inhabitants of this territory. During the carnival days, the ephemeral art and the game take different shapes. On the 28th of December, the water game. On the 31st of December, the Años Viejos Day. On the 2nd of January, the Colonies Parade. On the 3rd, the Children's Carnival and the Chant to the Earth's Parade. On the 4th, the Castañeda's Family Parade, a parade for the tradition. On the 5th, the Black Day. And in the 6th, the White Day and the Great Parade. These events, mostly the collective ones like the parades, couldn't come into life and couldn't have a signification without the participation of a wide part of the population in order to make the multitudinary and visible acts of the carnival real. Different social actors with rural and urban origins such as families, groups of friends, artists and cultures associations, private, government and non-government institutions participate and support the making of the constitutive acts of the Carnival of Black and White. festive celebrative of coexistence and dialogue manifestation has lingered with time, thanks to the transmission of the social sense that is given by its doers like a cultural and historic heritage.
Centinelas de la patria, porque aquí está la frontera. Vamos todos a bailar.
The carnival is a diverse and intercultural space where the respect and the recognition of the other is translated in all the actions of its participants being a specific way of life, a fundamental and determinant way of existence that is located between itself and the art, following the principles of the game and the creativity, being a great and unique scenario for the social expression where the different ways of language meet. The word in all its different manifestations, the music, the facial expression, the laughter, the body language, the sculpture, the masks, the costumes, the ones that are given as expressive forms, always facing towards to the other, renewing the value of life and proposing again the construction of an imaginary of future broke in the population that lived harassed by the Colombian social conflict. It is because of the social, economic and political conditions that have been around the carnival that in the last decade several local and national organizations gathered to make various actions for the safeguarding of this patrimony. The nomination as National Heritage by the Colombian Senate through the law number 706 of the 26th of November of 2001, the construction of the Plaza del Carnaval and creation of Corpo Carnaval de Negros y Blancos in 2005, and the nomination as an element of cultural interest of the nation in 2007 by the Colombian Ministry of Culture. Corpo Carnaval proposed a management plan that suggests to strengthen the creative and productive processes of the artists and cultures through the creation of schools that includes formal education activities like in the Carnival Cathedra and non-formal activities like in the workshop of La Milagrosa. The sponsoring to the investigation, conservation and preservation of the carnival. The sponsoring as well to the various associations and the advertisements of the cultural and artistic tradition in a regional, national and international way. All of these efforts are a testimony of the existence of a deep compromise of the related communities to preserve, to make linger and to direct the Carnival of Black and White as an example of coexistence, creativity and life heritage.
Yo soy de todas partes, todas ellas muy bellas, de pueblos y ciudades que el mismo Dios las creó. De Ipiales y Tumaco, Tocarra, Samaniego, de Ancuya de Linares, La Cruz, San Pablo y La Unión. La Virgen de las Lajas siempre me está cuidando, aunque ande caminando por senderos que no son. Como estoy con las manos, hablo de mis volcanes y del barniz de Pasto porque yo amo mi región.
Soy de Nariño, soy nariñense,